It's a great day to play, everybody. Welcome on into the channel.
Yeah.
You know, you were crushing it for me just for like the first part. You were like, oh, I was like, oh, you're gonna do it for real this time, and then you went and then you did this whole other thing. You know,
I took liberties. I take my inspiration from the likes of Mariah Carey and the late great Whitney Houston.
You take your inspiration from them, but not the vocal qualities.
Okay. Let's agree to disagree, and also be kind. Rewind. Okay.
We can't rewind. There's no more rewind anymore. Dude, how many people that are watching know Be Kind Rewind and what that means? Comment section.
Yeah.
Comment section.
Yeah, let us know.
How many people out there know what Be Kind Rewind means? I wanna see.
I wonder if they had that in the Philippines. Like, I wonder if they had that whole culture in the Philippines of.
They had VHSs here. I know that they had VHSs here. But I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, in general, people would have to know though that, like, they'd at least have to know that, or like cassette tapes, right? Cassette tapes were the same. Were the same way. So like, what's the percentage? You'll see the age difference in the audience. I know we have older audiences. I'm just curious to see who doesn't know.
That's the thing, though. Older people are smart. They don't tell people what's going on, who they are. You know what I mean? They don't raise their hand when it's time.
Yeah, it's always fun working with like the girls now, because we forget sometimes, like, the cultural differences in age. Yeah. And sometimes it's just like our age starts showing then, because like I'll make a reference and it's just like chirp, chirp. So anyway, whether it's first time here or you were joining us, thank you for being here with us today. You're loved, appreciated, always welcome here in this channel, and you are
enough.
Oh boy. So today we're going to be doing Fake Faces by FELIP. We've started doing the reaction request forms again. So if you guys are interested, the reaction request form is down below. If you guys go on there, basically the most amount of requests, that's what we do first. And this is actually a song for a lot of the stuff that you guys are going to choose, especially I think from SB19. We're going to have heard already, and we'll disclose that, because we're not going to be like, oh, this is the first time this is not the first time that Lucas or I have heard this song. However, we're going to go and do a breakdown, and I'm fairly certain this is actually a song that's on both Lucas's and my like personal playlist.
Yeah.
Yes. I love this song. It's really, really good. But before we start, so we've had a lot of comments that we used to do a couple of things that I forgot about. So one of them was we were doing like the comments at the beginning and the ends of the video, or the beginnings of the video, where we'd like do some highlight comments that we're going to start doing again. We were reminded of that some people really like that and like the highlight comments. So we'll do that. And then of course we pick comments out during the podcast as well. So if you guys are watching the podcast, we're actually reading some of the comments and like we talk about the comments. But the second thing was at the end of our videos, do you remember we used to do the 2 emojis?
Yeah.
We used to do the emojis. And somebody asked in the comment section, somebody said, I've been waiting for the emojis at the end of the video.
Oh, and those were what, like we did for free giveaways or something like that?
Yeah, we were doing it for like that was how to pick the comments.
The comment, right.
That was how you picked the comments, because if you use the emojis, then those were the ones that got picked for the featured comments at the beginning of the video.
Gotcha. Yes.
So if you guys want to do that, we're going to start doing that again. So if you use the emojis that we give you at the end of the video, you watch all the way to the end and you do that, you can be the featured comments. So fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times for everybody.
I forgot about that too.
I did too.
Man,
so
we were so cool. We've grown curmudgeous in our old age.
We're Scrooges now. In the Christmas season, we're Scrooges.
Bar Harmbarg.
Yeah. I was watching the Muppets Christmas Carol. We showed that to Gideon.
Oh.
And have you ever seen that one?
Of course.
Oh, so good. It's so good.
Okay.
Michael Caine, dude. Michael Caine. He was old for 50 years.
Yeah. He's the white Morgan Freeman.
Him and the guy from that 70s show that plays Red. Just like they were just old their entire lives, you know. And
yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
We're getting all over the place on this one. Yeah. Sorry. But don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out our podcast. Check out Finding Phoenix, our brand new TV show that's out on Sundays. I know by the time that this drops, a lot of people are like, oh, where is the episode 2? Episode 2 had a 1-week break due to the holiday season because CLTV didn't air during that week. So that'll be back out January 5 on our channel, or January 3 on CLTV. You can check that out for episode 2. And yeah.
The stage is set. The spotlight is waiting. Witness these aspiring young performers rising from the ashes, fueled by their dreams and GKDlabels' expert guidance.
That's what we want.
Your flow isn't really that smooth.
Hearing you and watching you perform makes me feel like some kind of joy.
Only the fiercest will soar to new heights. With the support of the best in the industry, these stars are ready to ignite their journey. Who will blaze the trail and rise as the next P-pop sensation? Join their journey and witness their rise to stardom. Catch the action on Finding Phoenix, only on CLTV 36.
You ready for some fake faces? I do hear that they come and go. All right, let's do this.
Don't tell me it's wrong, cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. Nothing's gonna save me. Feels like I'm finally going crazy. I'm out on the run. There's no use in escaping. One day they love me, then they hate me. I'm never enough. And I try to give what they want from me. This one-sided love is slowly killing me. So don't tell me it's wrong, cause it's not.
It's so good.
It's so good. And his
It's so good.
His voice is so versatile, right? Like, because I love when he does like the low rap stuff, but like the stuff that hits the most for me, honestly, it's like when he started doing this rock, the rock themes with this and Kaneko, and I was like, dude, like this is what he's meant for. The rock's the thing made complete sense.
Yeah, and like he looks the part, he sounds the part. These lyrics. So I told you this before. I know one of the dudes who helped write this song loosely. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, oh, I know him. I know him loosely. I used to tour. His band used to tour. We used to know each other, and he was a good songwriter back then. And this was, I don't know, 12 years ago.
Yeah. When
I was just like starting to try to be really good at it. And he was already really good at it, and I was like super jealous of his songwriting. And now I heard this, and I looked in the credits, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Good job. And it's like,
great job.
No, it really, and like I would, that'd be a fun reunion. But like this song, it's written really well. It's produced really well. Like, how clear is the mix too? Like the guitar tone that they used and like everything else, like it's really good.
Yeah, and it's when I'm just kind of going through here really quick. I wonder if it does have the mixers on it. They always have the video stuff in the credits, but they don't always have the. Okay, so I did know this is Warner Music. Oh, Sarah was managing director on this. She's the head now of ADA.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Man. Like
so Warner was heavily involved in this one. I remember that. They also helped with his tour too.
So like our stuff is always in the videos.
Yeah.
So like even the music stuff.
We always put the music stuff in the videos.
But no one ever does. It's like someone needs to know who these people are. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't. It does. Okay, here. No. It's up here. Hold up. Produced by Hugh Shin and Sean Bo.
Yeah.
Lyrics by Sean Bo and Philippe. Is that him, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. Arranged by Sean, mixed and mastered by Matthew Sim.
Okay.
Not familiar. But
he's good.
Another US guy, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like all US guys.
Original publisher 153 Jim is publishing. Oh, because that's who he's with.
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's who both of these guys.
That makes sense.
Okay. So interesting. Sub-publisher Warner Chappell. Because
they might be writing songs and putting them in a pool together.
Yeah.
And like just get him sold. Yeah.
Probably. It's you can tell the songs when they are English songs. You can tell the ones that are written by like, it's just a colloquial thing. It's no different though. If you and I wrote a Filipino song, even if we knew how to speak Filipino, there is colloquial stuff that we wouldn't get. It would be like Google Translate made one. Right?
Exactly.
So it's just it's this song is so colloquial, but he lands it. He nails it. And that's one thing that I love about not only his voice, but his attempt to really get the essence of it. Like, it's not like it's good enough. There's one of the things that we work on with our artists that, like, it's almost like a pet peeve of mine every time that it happens, because it's not that they don't know. It's THs always come out as Ds.
Yes.
So instead of being it's like they're 50 Cent all the time. Instead of in the club, it's in the club.
Right.
And I tell them, I said, the only person that's allowed to say in the club is 50 Cent. You don't get to say it.
There's a couple songs that we've written recently that I purposely wrote in like duh instead of the because it's like the swagger of the song. Right,
but that would be more in like a rap song, right? Like where it's okay. In the ballads, like it's like, so it's something that we are working on. And again, it's because it's habitual, right? It's not like they don't know, because you'll hear in some other words. And so it's just one of those things though, where like having that care to go in, because it's your craft, right? It's no different. One of the things that makes me nervous whenever we did like Filipino covers or things like that, when we did MAPA, like I had somebody there that like multiple people there that were Filipino, like helping me with pronunciation, because like I didn't want to sound like an American. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to sound Filipino when I was doing classical back in the day and I was doing Italian songs or whatever. Like I'd have somebody there to help me with the pronunciation, because like that's the way that the song was supposed to be done. And he takes a lot of care in his music on every little small detail. Like Philip really, really does. And I just love that about him. Man, so good. All right, let's go back.
'Cause it's not, I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I got no place to go. At home, fake faces come and go. They gon' take all that you got. I got something that they want. Wide awake because these thoughts always keep me up. Run away from all the hate, disappear without a trace. They gon' miss me when I'm gone, I'll keep moving on. I tried to give what they want from me. This one-sided love is slowly killing me. So
The stage is set. The spotlight is waiting.
Witness,
These aspiring young performers rising from the ashes
fueled by their dreams.
and GKDlabels expert guidance.
That's what we want.
Your flow isn't really that smooth.
Hearing you and watching you perform makes me feel like some kind of joy.
Only the fiercest will soar to new
Heights. With the support
of the best in the industry. These stars are ready to ignite their journey.
who will blaze the trail and
Rise as the next P-pop sensation. Join their journey and witness their rise to stardom. Catch the action on Finding Phoenix, only on CLTV 36.
Can we just appreciate for a second too how this is such a simple video?
Yeah.
They found a truck, probably just rented it, right? Found a truck, made a license plate for it, brought a guitar in the middle of nowhere, just had good cameras, drones, like such a simple video, but it's edited so supremely well.
And that's the key, is that it's edited and color graded right.
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos from here in where I live that have had all of this same footage.
Yeah.
100% the same footage. 100% not the same vision.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you could take this footage and make a terrible video.
Yeah.
But they did such a good job.
Well, and it does. I think you hit the nail on the head, though, when you said we have the same videos here. This is, when we talk about his attention to detail, this is the quintessential rock video.
Yeah.
In the U.S., right? The rock has this very systematic kind of style that you can expect out of videos a lot of times, right? You have something happening and then it goes back into the band playing some kind of music and highlighting like that angst of playing live, and then it goes back to a little bit of storytelling and like repeatedly. And so it's not just even in the song itself and taking the care in the song, but it was taking care in the video to also make sure that like clearly you're going after a global audience here, taking the care to actually do that, you know?
Right.
Just so good. So freaking good.
This song strikes me as one of those songs, like, as a songwriter, you just kind of like, you'll write a song, you'll write another song, you'll write another song. In like 8 hours, you'll write like, 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
And like you'll have the basic of it. Dun, 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 ba, dun, dun, come and go. And like this song strikes me as one of those kind of songs that was just like 2 hours, done, cool. See if anybody wants it, put it in the pile, and then like someone wanted it, and then you turned it into something that was more golden, because it's like it's such a carefree type song. I mean, not the lyrics. The lyrics are but like it's very A-B, but it's very catchy at the same time.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, how many songs do we use that you or I wrote way, way back, right? Where we find it, where we find it later, and we're just like, hey, there's good bones here, and then like every single time you and I sit down and we go through like old songs that are on our drive or whatever, we'll be like, oh, we forgot about this, and then we'll start writing to it, right? And I do think that like this song sounds like, especially knowing that right, like this was 12 years ago, 13 years ago that this guy was touring. Like this song is sounds like a song that probably was written in that era, because think of the big bands that were out during that time in terms of pop radio, right? God, why am I blanking right now? This is very, very Good Charlotte, very, very like what's the other
like
one?
Blink.
Yeah, it's all kind of that same very like almost like emo rock type, like, but the commercial emo rock type. And now that's coming
new
back.
Pop elements, yeah.
Correct. And now it's coming back. And so you find like this old one that had this catchy tune. And you're like, hey, this stuff's coming back. Let's modernize it. And that's what this song feels like. And I think that's why it hits me so well too, because it's like, this is our golden era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's it's hitting multiple generations, right? The new generation is coming back around because music is in our parents' generation, music took longer to come back around, right? There was a lot of music that we listened to because of our parents, but due to technology, music has already started coming back around from only 15 years ago, you know, or so. And so, like, you're hitting the generation where the nostalgia set in, and you're hitting the new generation that's feeling this angst again. And so you get this, like, duality to it that's just tremendous. Tremendous.
Back and forth, the same conversations. I'm so sick of these fake smiling faces. People want you just because you made it. So tired of it all.
Cool use of auto-tune in a rock
And
song.
it goes back and forth, the same conversations. I'm so sick of these fake smiling faces. People want you just because you made it. So tired of it all. So don't tell me it's wrong, 'cause it's not. I don't trust nobody.
So good.
I'm these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. And I don't.
Tension, baby.
Yeah.
Give me
Tension
the
and release.
Give me the tension. So this is actually something I was working on with one of our artists. So I want to show everybody the tension again, because it builds this angst. So we have, and then it comes in, and you think the drop's going to be there. You think that it's going to come back in
Of
with
course.
something big. But
course.
what it does is it gives you this lighter version of it, and it builds. It's like it wasn't what you expected, and it builds and it builds and it builds. And this is what makes a lot of really great pop songs, even though that they're A-B, they know tension and release. So it's why we have the pre-chorus, right? Like you do verse and you have the pre-chorus, and the pre-chorus is generally built to build the tension. And just things as simple as lyrics. So we were working on a song. I can't say what song it was. We were working on a song, and the formula in the song in the pre-chorus is the ending word ended in O, 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 and then the last word changes to something else that you wouldn't expect before the drop of the chorus to add that final layer of tension right before the end. And when was working on it and working on the lyrics, they flipped it back. They flipped it to, instead of it being A-A-A-B in the lyrics, it was A-A-B-A. And
Right.
so when they presented it, presented it to me, I showed them like what it was in terms of like the tension, the reason that they didn't want to do that, and we flipped it back. And immediately, because they're starting to songwrite, they've never songwritten before, and
Right.
Immediately they were like, "Oh, I get it," like because they felt it as they were singing it. And it's one of those things where like people don't even realize sometimes that like there's so much little details like that have to go into writing a great song versus a good song. Because it's like you could have just left it. They could have just come and done the drop there, but
Right.
it wouldn't have had the same impact as building more tension for it to hit you later. And
Yeah.
I love this with this one.
Don't tell me it's wrong, 'cause it's not. I don't trust nobody, I put up these walls. They just wanna use me until I'm dried up. Fake faces come and go. And I don't know where I should go. Should go, 'cause I got no place to call a home. Fake faces come and go.
I just noticed that snare drum. It's just like, psh, psh, psh. like, it's like
very
it's
small.
like, yeah, it's like they took a regular snare and they like did it the envelope shaper and just kind of like mushed its nose in, and it, psh, psh, interesting. And there's not like a lot of thwack to it. There's a lot of smack, but not a lot of thwack to it.
You got the smack but no thwack.
Yeah. As far
Yeah.
as the EQ curve goes,
Yeah.
there's a lot of smack.
You got the
Wait.
smack but no thwack.
That 200 thwack wasn't there either. Which is it's not normal in like a rock song. It's not something I would have done, but it sounds good. So like now, next time we do one, I'll probably be like, well, let's try just a little bit of smack and no flack and see if it sounds good. Because I like the way it sounded in that.
We could, okay, you know what the sad thing is, but also hilarious? One day we could just come on here and just say anything, right? We could just teach people, like, instead of it being like shimmer or shine over here or like mud, we should just come up with new words for the entire like EQ curve. And then like just have people out there like, you know.
I think smack and flack is pretty good.
But they said there's no flack in the song. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you know where the flack sits.
You know, around 200 where the flack is.
Yeah, the flack is here, the quack is here, the smack is here. Like, where did you learn this? From Senior Duck, you know? Man, such a good song, though.
It is. It's very catchy, very good. What is it at? Okay, deservedly.
2 million views. Yeah, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I do think that he's got the best global music career ahead of him.
Yeah.
Obviously, like he started doing a lot more stuff in Japan already. They're starting to get some more global recognition, but he really has the bits and pieces of him just because it's part of who he is to be a global star. I'd love to see more of that. I know that it's obviously hard because you're trying to teeter between this and, you know, being in a group. And that's a really, really difficult thing to do. But man, he does it tremendously well. He does it tremendously well. And his voice is so unique, right? Like we've been talking about X Factors a lot on the show now because of the show. And like his voice itself is an X Factor. It's just doesn't matter how long you train. You can't have a voice like that just because you train to have a voice like that. Like you're born with a voice like that, and then you still have to train that voice to be able to use it well. But he was born with a voice that's just very, very unique.
Which is even like that gives even more fire to the thought of like the fact that him and all the other boys are in that group. Men, sorry, are in that group, and they all somehow still fit together when they all have very different voices. Mm-hmm. And his is one of the most unique ones, and somehow they still find a place for him. Yeah, it's usually down here, but they still do. You know?
Yeah, well, and that's we talked about Pablo during one of the previous ones where it's like having somebody that actually writes for the voice types I think is really, really helpful. And I know that there's stories about when they started that he was really worried that like he wasn't going to really be able to fit into a pop group because he couldn't sing high like the rest of the members do. And it's like, man, like look at some of the groups out there right now that are just crushing it. You know, Stray Kids with Felix is just like, it adds in the element that people don't have. And we've talked about this with SB19 consistently. One of the reasons that SB19 is so cool in their big ballads and their harmonies is because they have this awesome freaking low end, bassy, sound happening below that most groups just don't have. Like it just adds in this warmth that you don't get in those things. So, man, the song's so good. Playlist, baby.
Adds a little bit of booty to it.
Adds a little bit of booty. I don't know if we have it in the description. I think we do. Lucas and I started doing kind of like a what we're listening to playlist for the GidKidDad show for the podcast.
Oh, did we? We started
it? We did start it. We started it. I don't know if it's in the description yet. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But we did start cultivating kind of one. We change it like every week. We add some songs to it of kind of things that we're listening to right now. And it's not just PPOP and OPM. There's all kinds of stuff in there that like are just like kind of catching our ear at the moment. And then we leave some of the stuff on there that is just kind of like things that are standing the test of time that we still really, really enjoy. So it's a culmination of both Lucas and mine. So if you're interested in and listening to that, check out that playlist. We'd love to start growing it. At some point, our goal here is obviously to continue to to foster and feature artists and bring artists together, regardless of whether they're from just the Philippines or whatever. Like, it'd be cool to, at some point in time, be able to have this list of like multiple artists off the list coming together here in the Philippines, you know, doing some collaboration stuff. That'd be really, really cool. Man, so good. Love this song. Thanks for requesting it, guys.
Nobody, I put up these walls, fake faces come and go.
It's so good, dude. Did I say Good Charlotte earlier? I did Good Charlotte. What's the one that I'm not thinking of that I can't? Why am I missing the name? I'm going
Cartel.
down.
Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy. God dang, thank you.
AKA Project Rocket.
Yeah, early Fall Out Boy as well. It's just very, very kind of just gritty, and you know, we were kind of leaving the full emo era of like Ocean's Avenue at the time, and you know,
oh, what a good song. The rest of the record, meh. That song, yeah.
There's a couple songs on there. I really like, what is it called, Mary? The one that has like they brought in like the violins and stuff like that for.
Yeah, no, there's
that?
a couple, but
that was a good one. Yeah, they didn't really have too much. Yellow Card had like one good album.
That was kind of back in the day when bands would hire like a songwriter, the best mixer, the best master for one song, and then
the other songs were just like
written
we
by
can't
them.
afford it on the rest.
Yeah, so then it would be a bunch of like 20-year-olds that wrote that all the other ones who are just starting to write songs. So
yeah.
I do miss those days though, because some of the B-sides are like some good stuff.
Yeah,
like off of the old the Used, their first self-titled EP, I think it was, or maybe Memories or whatever. But like all those B-sides were pretty good. Not great songwriting, but I loved them.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta accept them for what they are.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for, again, the request on this one. Don't forget, you can check out, if you want to request more below in the description, you can click on the reaction request form and fill that out. And we got to do our emojis, our secret code.
Snorkel?
Is that a thing?
There's got to be like swim goggles.
Swim goggles.
Snorkel.
Okay.
Yeah,
snorkel.
Yeah.
I'm going to do cactus.
Ooh. Quite the opposite.
Snorkel cactus.
Intriguing.
If nobody told you that they love you today, please don't forget, we love you. You're appreciated, always welcome here on this channel. You are enough. Check out Finding Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget that.
And certainly, last but not least,
it was a great day to play.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.